The Heat have led for just about 26% of the series so far, and yet they're the team that's up 2-1 right now, thanks to a pair of dominant fourth quarters and really second halves in Game 3. From Indiana's perspective, how do they avoid getting overwhelmed again tonight when it counts in what appears to be a must-win situation?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the Heat say that they had to develop that chemistry over the years, that ability to close games, to come from behind in the fourth. And the Pacers are still figuring that out. I asked Frank Vogel that very question, Matt, and he said it's sort of like the little brother, big brother scenario, that the little brother has to keep batting his head back and back against the big brother until finally he can beat him in, say, a game of one-on-one or another kind of sport. Frank Vogel actually told the team that example and talked about his own big brother, who's 2 years older than him, and the moment that he finally beat him, and sort of hopes that that resonates with his team for tonight. Of course, they have to have that confidence in the fourth quarter. That is part of it, and that's the mental part of the game that Frank Vogel's been working with them on. We'll have to see if they can come through with it. They also just got to hold on to the ball. They're turning over the ball so much in the fourth. That's not helping them.
Absolutely. There's an interesting element of this series as Vogel matches wits with Erik Spoelstra. Indy has a decided size advantage, but Miami completely flipped the whole thing by going even smaller in Game 3. And effectively, how committed is Spoelstra to taking that more unconventional look moving forward?
Well, he certainly showed he's not afraid to try anything. He insists that he will change game to game, and he has certainly done that. But Miami has got to figure they're going to play to their strengths. They're not a bigger team. Indiana bigger at them in every position, and they're going to try to do what they do best. Norris Cole had a terrific Game 3. Smaller guy, but he was able to use his quickness to their advantage. And when you look at a guy like Chris Bosh, who has been struggling so much against this team, he's never done well against this Indiana Pacers iteration. Right now in this series, he's averaging 9 points and 4 rebounds a game. They got to get more out of him no matter what kind of lineup he's in.
Yeah, a terrible Game 3 as well. Lance Stephenson spent part of the off day yesterday specifically talking to LeBron James, and even suggesting that he was, quote, his words, getting under his skin, end quote. More of the same from Lance tonight?
Yeah, more of that quote was that he said he thought it was a sign of weakness, Matt, that LeBron was now engaging back in trash talk with him. Stevenson, of course, has always trash talked LeBron, but the fact that LeBron is now yapping back at him, Stevenson said, was a sign of weakness. I don't know how smart it is to say that LeBron is showing signs of weakness when you're in the middle of a playoff series with him. I do know that 2 years ago in 2012, remember when Lance Stephenson did the choke sign to LeBron? LeBron came back in the next game, scored 40 points, 18 rebounds, 9 assists. He hasn't had much luck taunting Dwayne Wade either. Before this series, Lance said that he was going to try to run Wade around, remember, try to work on that knee. Wade has answered back with 62% shooting in this series. So I don't know how much trash talking the Miami Heat is a smart decision. Even some of the Pacers earlier today said that they were a little bit concerned about Lance doing this. They did back him up. They said they love Lance being Lance, although Paul George said, you know, I'm not sure that you're barking up the right tree by taunting LeBron.
No, barking up the right tree, tugging at Superman's cape, poking the bear. These expressions all exist for good reasons, and Lance Stephenson seems to be tempting fate. Rachel, good to talk to you. Enjoy Miami and Game 4 tonight. We'll talk to you soon.